Howdy, Pony. Lonely Brony here. Um, I'm just gonna pick up where I last left off my last video. Shoot for another 10-minute video. Here we go. Part 2 of Inner Demons. Dear Twilight Sparkle, for you to read this means you have finally reached the age appropriate for the knowledge in these books. You may be wondering why I would give you such books after I forbade you long ago to ingest such knowledge. I feel that now that you are 21, you are mature enough to learn of this side of magic, and not use it for evil. Rather, I hope it will aid you in your personal growth, and you will use this knowledge to maintain order between light and darkness. Finally, happy birthday, Twilight. Your beloved teacher, Celestia. Okay, so that made sense, Twilight thought. Princess Celestia always trusted Twilight, and once she became her personal student, Twilight was sure she was meant for something big. The next bit is an excellent fanfiction abbreviation of Twilight's story in Cutie Mark Chronicles, so go ahead and go there. Basically, it takes place but a little bit of fore action, and then just bring to your mind the moment that Twilight got her cutie mark. After that day, Princess Celestia and Twilight began to form a powerful bond, one that to some degrees emulated sisterly love. Not only had Princess Celestia made sure all of her studies were taken care of, but she also brought many joys in Equestria, never letting her spend all day studying, which she would have done had she been given the chance. Twilight knew that Princess Celestia had major plans for her, so keeping the balance of magic seemed ideal. This meant she wanted Twilight by her side, not just as a student, but as an equal, maybe even a friend. At that moment, there was a knock on the door. Twilight figured this was one of her friends, so she put the books aside and resolved to getting to work on reading on them later. Decided to open the door. Hello? Twilight asked, opening the door. Twilight! Darling! The high and proper tone of her friend Rarity cried out, followed by a hug. Rarity! This is a surprise. And it was. Twilight was expecting to see Pinkie Pie first. Well, I don't see how, especially considering what day it is. Don't know why that was that way. Anyway, well, yeah, true, Twilight said with a smile. Now, are you going to force me to stand outside, or am I allowed to come in? Rarity asked. Of course. Come in, Twilight said, ushering Rarity inside. As Rarity elegantly walked in, Twilight felt a bit of envy, looking at the white unicorn saunter. If only she could be as beautiful as Rarity. Spike! Twilight called out. Rarity is here. Upstairs, both unicorns heard a loud shuffling, followed by a loud slam, and laptop, and really loud, fast footsteps. A second later, Spike appeared at the top of the stairs. Hi, Rarity! Don't know why the voice changed there. Hi, Rarity! Hello, Spike, Rarity said. Did Twilight give you your present yet? I'm still doing that, Spike stated. My apologies. Hello, Spike, Rarity said. Did you give Twilight your present yet? I'm still doing that, Spike stated. Spike has been doing all the chores to give me the day off, Twilight explained. Oh, how lovely, Rarity said as Spike walked down the stairs over to her. You know, my birthday is coming up soon. Just saying, Rarity said, giving Spike a sweet, yet slightly sultry look. Oh, Spike looked away, his face bright red. It was no secret that Spike had a monster crush on Rarity. Last year, Spike had apparently tried to confess his feelings to her, but had never told any pony what her response was, and Rarity wasn't talking either. You know what they say, lady doesn't kiss and tell. Twilight noticed, though, that after that day they seemed more comfortable around each other, and Rarity was suddenly a lot more affectionate around him. So where's everyone else? Every pony else? They mix up everyone. They do a lot of everyone, so I'm trying to make those into every ponies. So where's every pony else? Twilight asked silently, asking where Pinkie Pie was. Oh, silently asking where Pinkie Pie was. Pinkie Pie was usually the first one to wish her a happy birthday. Seeing Rarity first was odd. Oh, they're preparing the second half of your birthday, Rarity explained. I'm here to get you ready for the next chapter of your life. Next chapter what? Twilight asked. You'll see, Rarity said with a smile. Come along, darling. My present is actually elsewhere. Alright, can you take care of things, Spike? Twilight asked. Don't worry, you guys have your fun. We'll see you later then, Spike, Rarity said. Spike blushed and went back upstairs as Twilight followed Rarity out of the library. So, what do you mean by the next chapter of my life? Twilight asked as they walked. Well, you're 21 now, Rarity explained, meaning you've become a real mare now, so it's time you looked the part, if you catch my drift. I don't get it, Twilight stated. Rarity giggled to herself and escorted Twilight to a fancy building, which turned out to be the spa that Rarity and Fluttershy spent their weekends in. This was her present? Hello, Lotus, Rarity called out. A second later, the twin owners of the spa looked over to them. This is the pony I told you about. Ah, so this is Twilight Sparkle, the blue one. Lotus, she thought, said in a somewhat European accent. She is pretty, but we can make her much prettier. Hello, the pink one said in the same strong accent. Excellent, Rarity said, scaring Twilight a bit. Huh? I'll meet you at the entrance, Rarity called out. Lotus in a low dragged Twilight away. They gave her the full treatment. Sorry about that. Mud bath, pedicure, manicure. They even did work on her hair and makeup. When she was done a few hours later, she looked in the mirror and was actually taken aback. She was now wearing dark purple eyeshadow. Her purple coat had a bit of a shimmer to it, and her mane and tail both had sparkles in them, looking actually like stars. You know, kind of living up to the name Twilight Sparkle. That's amazing, Twilight said. I barely recognize myself. Both spa ponies began jumping up and down happily, clearly proud of their work. Twilight stepped out to where Rarity was waiting for her. Even Rarity was shocked. Oh, my Celestia, Rarity said softly. Twilight, you're gorgeous. I even feel different, Twilight said, noting that she actually felt like she was standing up straighter. That's called confidence, honey, Rarity stated. Now that you're 21, it's time you looked more mature. Not that you didn't look good before, but... No, it's fine, Twilight said, nodding. I love it. And that's not all, Rarity said, using her magic to make a box float over to them. Twilight looked and saw it was a makeup kit. This way you can maintain your new look. Thank you, Rarity, Twilight said. Oh, it's nothing. My friend is having the most important day of her life. There isn't an amount I'm not willing to spend for this occasion, Rarity replied. So, what's next? Twilight said as she and Rarity walked out of the spa, Aloe and Lotus waving to them and shouting goodbye as they walked out. Well, it's about 3 now, Rarity said, looking at the clock tower nearby. I think they're ready. Ready? Twilight asked. Rarity sighed. Come on, Twilight, Rarity said, walking off. As Twilight watched Rarity walk, she felt a sudden boost of confidence. She held her head up high, tried a bit of the song to herself. It wasn't as much as Rarity's walk, but judging by the look she was getting, it was still pretty impressive. This time, Rarity took Twilight to what looked like a bar. One more look and Twilight saw that it was a bar. Oh, Celestia, why here? Rarity? It was Rainbow Dash's idea, Rarity said with an edge of contempt. It was Rainbow Dash's idea. Clearly, she didn't agree with this. You know what, I'm just going to restart this episode. No, I'm not. I'm going to stop the episode here. They went inside, Twilight going in first, and then suddenly, sorry to hang up another cliffhanger, but we're getting close to the 10-minute mark. Let me just say a few things about this fanfic. I really like this fanfic. It's a really well-written one. Starts to get pretty serious later on. It kind of has still funny jokes. I like it overall, and not a lot of people know about it, so I kind of want to... This is like my tribute.